A major controversy has recently arisen surrounding Travis Kelce's future with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm here to break it all down for you in this video. After a season full of ups and downs, the big question now is, will Kelce stay with the team or will he retire after 2025? The Chiefs, meanwhile, seem to have other plans for the veteran, including considering a new role for him within the team. Is the future of the tight end really at risk? Stay tuned for the details of this negotiation that's bound to stir up the nerves of Chiefs fans. Before we dive into the details of Travis Kelce's future, we need to update you on an important decision the Chiefs are considering. The team is weighing their options for the upcoming season, and Kelce's role within the squad may be reassessed, especially if he decides to keep playing. The deadline for this decision has been set for March 14th, right after the start of the new league year, which could have major implications for the team's planning. If he retires, the Chiefs will need to find a solution for his position, including the possibility of drafting or signing a replacement in free agency. What's causing major concern is the speculation that even if Kelce decides to keep playing, he may be asked to take on a smaller role in the team. This has led to rumors that the team wants to see him as a role player instead of his traditional role as the main target in the passing game. According to sources, the Chiefs are looking for a more strategic approach, possibly to extend his career and deal with the inevitable decline in performance due to age. But is this feasible for a player of Kelce's stature, who has been a key factor in the team's success? And more importantly, would he accept being a secondary option in such a dynamic offense? In your opinion, do you think the Kansas City Chiefs are right to want Travis Kelce to take on a smaller role in the team? Or do you believe a player of his importance and history deserves to continue being the primary offensive option? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what you think about Kelce's uncertain future with the Chiefs. Now, let's get to the breaking news that has just emerged. The rumors about Travis Kelce's future have taken an unexpected turn, and the situation is getting more interesting by the minute. What's really at stake here? Will the Chiefs' decision change the course of the 2025 season? Stay tuned, because the next details might surprise everyone. What's stirring things up behind the scenes for the Kansas City Chiefs right now is a bold proposal. The team is considering inviting Travis Kelce to continue, but with a very different role than he's used to. The team seems to want to treat him more as a role player, instead of keeping him as the top option on offense. This means that if Kelce decides to keep playing, he may no longer be Patrick Mahomes' #1 target. For a player with Kelce's stature and impact on the team's history, this raises many questions. Would he accept a secondary role? And more importantly, would this be beneficial for the Chiefs or a strategic mistake? This move could drastically affect the Chiefs' strategy, because if Kelce accepts a reduced role, it could impact the team dynamics, especially on offense. The impact of his experience and leadership would be hard to replace. But would reducing his function open up space for new talents like Rashee Rice or Xavier Worthy to take the spotlight? Furthermore, if Kelce stays, would his presence be enough to keep the team competitive, or would a new priority target be needed for Patrick Mahomes? Many questions remain unanswered, and Kelce's decision could determine the Chiefs' near future. Do you think the Kansas City Chiefs are making the right choice by trying to reduce Travis Kelce's role in the offense? Or would the best option be to keep the veteran as the primary offensive option, considering everything he represents for the franchise? And if Kelce accepts a secondary role, would that hurt his chances of continuing as a major star on the team? Leave your opinion in the comments. We want to know what you think about this potential reconfiguration of Kelce's role. Stay tuned for more news about Travis Kelce's future and what else might happen with the Kansas City Chiefs next season. This decision will be crucial for the team, and we'll be following every detail. The ranking of quarterbacks for the 2024 NFL season has been one of the most discussed topics lately, and one name in particular has generated a lot of controversy: Patrick Mahomes. The Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, a two-time MVP, has been placed in 7th position on NFL.com's ranking. At first glance, this position might seem reasonable to some, but for many fans and experts, it seems like an underestimation of his impact and legacy in the league. In this article, we will explore why Mahomes has been placed in this spot and whether it's truly fair or if it's a disrespect to one of the best quarterbacks of the modern era. The 2024 season wasn't the most explosive for the Kansas City Chiefs in offensive terms. Unlike previous seasons, where Mahomes' offense seemed unstoppable, the Chiefs were more of a solid unit that did what it took to win games. Although defense and special teams played a crucial role, Mahomes demonstrated his ability to adapt to a more balanced scheme that was less reliant on high-impact plays. Statistically, Mahomes had a season that could be described as less impressive compared to past years. With a completion percentage of 67.5%, the highest of his career, Mahomes threw for 3,938 yards, the lowest total since he became the starter. Additionally, his touchdown total of 26 was also the lowest since 2019. Despite this, Mahomes and the Chiefs managed to secure an impressive 15-win regular season record, which earned them the top spot in the AFC. However, the question arises, is it fair to evaluate Mahomes solely based on his statistics? Or should we consider his ability to lead and make his team win, even when circumstances weren't ideal? Mahomes' ranking at number 7 hasn't gone unnoticed, and it's understandable why. NFL.com justifies this position by arguing that, although Mahomes didn't have the brightest season, he was the primary reason why the Chiefs won so many games. Even without the explosive offense of previous seasons, Mahomes found a way to turn opportunities into victories and lead his team in crucial moments. Instead of relying solely on spectacular plays, Mahomes became a leader more focused on the fundamentals, turning difficult plays into victories. The quarterback remained reliable during the regular season, and despite his relatively low numbers, he led his team to the top spot in the AFC. In the playoffs, Mahomes continued to prove his ability to carry the Chiefs to victory, defeating the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills, two of the toughest teams in the conference. However, his performance in the Super Bowl was very different. Although the Chiefs made it to the big game, the Eagles' defense crushed Mahomes and severely limited his performance, which may have influenced his final ranking. Even though Mahomes led his team to the final game of the year, the Super Bowl loss might have tarnished his image compared to other quarterbacks who had a better performance in the championship. Looking at the positions of other quarterbacks, Mahomes' ranking at 7 becomes even more questionable. Quarterbacks like Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and Justin Herbert ranked higher on the list, despite not having as impressive seasons as Mahomes. For instance, Joe Burrow, although a talented quarterback, didn't achieve as much success in terms of wins compared to Mahomes. The same goes for Hurts, who had a standout season, but didn't make it as far in the playoffs as Mahomes. It's clear that individual statistics don't always tell the full story. Mahomes has proven multiple times that, in addition to his ability to throw the ball, he is a leader on the field, capable of leading his team to victory when it matters most. By placing Mahomes in 7th place, some argue that this intangible impact, which has been crucial to his success, is being ignored. What does this ranking mean for Mahomes and his legacy in the NFL? Although NFL.com's ranking doesn't directly affect his on-field performance, it does impact the public perception of his talent. Mahomes has been considered one of the best quarterbacks in modern history, but if analysts and experts rank him lower than other less successful quarterbacks, this could influence how fans view him in the long run. If Mahomes continues to be underestimated, it could motivate him to keep proving why he deserves to be considered one of the greatest. However, it might also create a sense that his impact is being minimized despite his accomplishments. In such a competitive sport as the NFL, respect and recognition of talent are crucial for building a successful career. The big question now is whether Mahomes' ranking at 7th is disrespectful or a fair evaluation of his performance. While the 2024 season stats weren't as impressive as in previous years, Mahomes proved to be the heart and soul of the Chiefs. His ability to win games, even without an explosive offense, is a testament to his leadership skills. Despite the challenges, Mahomes led the Chiefs to the Super Bowl and carried his team during the most important moments of the season. For many, this should be enough to keep him in the elite group of NFL quarterbacks. The fact that NFL.com placed him in 7th could be interpreted as a misjudgment, as his impact on the game isn't being fully considered. Fan opinions on this ranking are divided. Some believe Mahomes' ranking is fair, given that his 2024 stats weren't the best of his career. Others argue that this ranking doesn't reflect Mahomes' true impact on the field. Is it fair to compare him to quarterbacks who don't have the same history of victories and championships? Should Mahomes have been ranked higher, considering he was the most important quarterback in the AFC? Some Chiefs fans feel outraged by the ranking, believing Mahomes has been underestimated due to factors that are not entirely relevant, such as his Super Bowl performance. For them, Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the league, and this ranking doesn't do justice to his legacy. Although Mahomes' ranking at 7th has generated a lot of controversy, what really matters is his performance on the field. As one of the most talented and successful quarterbacks in the NFL, Mahomes will continue to prove why he is one of the best, regardless of rankings. The Chiefs will remain contenders with Mahomes at the helm, and as long as he keeps winning, the debate about his place in NFL history will surely continue. Do you agree with Mahomes' ranking, or do you think his impact on the field has been underestimated? Share your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more analysis on the NFL world.